Imagine a dark room filled with shelves of unsolved cases that may not have been looked at in years. Now imagine taking those cases off the shelf and bringing them into the light. The goal of this channel is to shed some new light on those dark cold cases on a state-by-state basis. Thus, welcome to Dark Cold State. Today's true crime cold cases are from the state of Nevada. Our first cold case is the murder of Ursula Rae Rodewald. The date was June 8th, 1991, and it was a beautiful Saturday. A great day to spend outdoors, and that is exactly what Ursula and her friend Ann Kennedy did. They spent the day swimming at Pyramid Lake with some of their other friends and rock collecting, enjoying the outdoors and time they could spend together as friends. After enjoying the day, Ursula and Anne started to return to Reno, driving along Pyramid Highway in an open convertible. As they were driving, Ursula asked Anne to turn onto Axe Handle Road so they could visit her dream home. In some reports, Anne made the turn abruptly and caused a slowdown on the highway in both directions. In other reports, Anne was reportedly waiting for a beige car to pass them before making the turn, and that is what caused the slowdown. After the turn, rocks that they had collected that day fell out of the back seat, and Ursula turned back to steady them. When Ursula turned back to the front of the car, she slumped forward and fell. Anne was not aware of what had happened to Ursula, but noticed that blood was coming from Ursula's mouth, and so she pulled the car up to a house and the authorities were contacted. Ursula was flown to the Washoe Medical Center where she was pronounced deceased. It was later determined that she had died from a gunshot wound. During their drive, Anne described a beige car that they had passed on the journey and was later found to be directly behind them when they began the turn onto Axe Handle Road. The beige car was described as appearing consistent with a 1965 model Plymouth Valiant, Dodge Dart, or a Ford Fairlane. The occupants of that vehicle may have heard or seen something that could assist authorities in this case. To date, no one has reported seeing or hearing the gunshot that hit Ursula. Some authorities question if Ursula's shooting was the result of anger at the sudden turn the car made onto Axe Handle Road in a possible early road rage incident. However, a few days after Ursula was shot, police received a call from a man who was target shooting in the area and wanted to know the caliber of gun that had shot Ursula. Although authorities could not give out that information, the man wondered if he had accidentally shot Ursula. He gave his last name to authorities and said he would come in for an interview. To date, the man has never met with authorities. At the time of her death, Ursula was a University of Nevada, Reno student, and she was attending classes in the hope of someday studying engineering. In addition to taking classes, she also worked for Kelly Temporary Services as an office worker. Anyone with information regarding the murder of Ursula Rae Rodewald, occupants of the beige car behind the convertible, or the man who was target shooting in the area are asked to contact the Washoe County Sheriff's Office Detective Division at 775-328-3320 and reference case number 5017-91. Our next cold case is the case of Abera Yerga Asmamaw. Abera was a cab driver for Western Cab Company. On August 11, 2003, at approximately 12:30 p.m., Abera was discovered deceased inside his cab in the rear parking lot to a Smith & Walensky's restaurant. A witness who had been painting a wall at the rear of the restaurant saw the cab about an hour before sunrise. The cab company's log showed that Abera's last recorded pickup was at the MGM Hotel at approximately 5 a.m. The possible destination for that customer pickup was listed as the McCarran Airport. An autopsy determined Abera's cause of death as strangulation, but to date there are no other known witnesses. The suspected motive for Abera's death is robbery. Do you have any information that could help law enforcement in this case? Even the most trivial item could be the key to solving a cold case. If you have any information on the homicide of Abera Yerga Asmamaw, please contact the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Section at 702-828-3521 and reference case number 030811-1326. Our last true crime cold case for this week is Gina Marie Holliday. At approximately 5:35 p.m. on February 1st, 2001, the body of Gina was found by dune buggy riders in the desert area southeast of Sahara Avenue and Hollywood Boulevard in Las Vegas, Nevada. Gina's body had signs of head trauma and her hands had been tied. Gina had last been seen alive the previous day when she stopped to visit her 2-year-old son who was with the child's father. She had left them driving a green 1996 Cadillac. The Cadillac was later recovered on February 2nd, 2001 in the 2200 block of Dolly Lane in Las Vegas, Nevada. The tires and sound system had been stripped from the vehicle. If you have any information on the homicide of Gina Marie Holliday, please contact the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Division at 702-828-3521 and reference case number 010201-1898. If you have a cold case or a missing person cold case that you would like to see featured on this channel, please suggest in the comments below or email me the information. There are also many unidentified remains found in each state. If you have not already done so, please consider getting DNA testing completed where the DNA results are shared with law enforcement so that the possibility of identifying any unknown remains is increased.